A special teams miscue right off the bat, and they'll take over in really good field position.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
You know, the field's about 53 yards wide. Got to kick it between those 53 yards, or else the drive will start on the 40. Looking to throw. Fires on the move. And the pass hits. Picked off. Takes it the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Avery. Tight end finds a soft spot. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And really good job getting to the quarterback. That's priority number one, trying to get pressure on him. Get him to the ground is a bonus. They had 6 sacks in their last game. They got to keep building on that number if they want to keep stacking wins.
Finds his man. It's Mosley. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get the ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to it. He was thinking touchdown on the scramble, but they're able to stop him short of the end zone.
I really like the play by the quarterback. Very, very smart. Listen, early in the...
We'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Okay, the defense trying to make a stand on 3rd and goal. Trying to run it in. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. 4th and goal from the 3. Let's see what this offense can dial up from here.
3rd and goal, and I like the play call. You're trying to run it in. You expect to be physical, but this offensive line just not getting the job done.
And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Indiana!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get routed up.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Red Raiders headed quickly to the line. Looking downfield, it's Hammond. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. The Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10. Let's go out and make a statement today.
And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. The field goal is no good, and they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
That's just the chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just
lofts one high and deep. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
And the extra point is good. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against.
Open runway ahead. At the 30. Inside the 10. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Touchdown, Indiana! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here. we're in for a ball game.
Finds his big tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And the Red Raiders moving quickly to the line. They'll try to run for it. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Man, this offense continues to do such a great job on third down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. Third and short, they can run the football, be physical, convert first downs. This offense has been so good on third downs.
That last completion has them set up, second and short. Tackle is made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. The Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field. Going up top on first down. Got the quick pass. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. Clock strikes 0 here in the quarter, and Indiana is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. First down to start the drive after the break. They'll throw it from the red zone. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Big loss on the last play threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. They'll try to pop the draw. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step.
Touchdown, Red Raiders! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
Lining up to add another. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker.
Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. He'll bring it out. It's long. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Offense set on first down. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Running back searching for a hole. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through, and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
And he intercepts it. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. The offense lining up for a first down play. Now they'll run it to the right here. At the 45 on his way. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Red Raiders want to move quickly. DB's right up on the receivers. They're getting this guy lathered up. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one, Reese, that this team was going to try to use their speed and take advantage of it, and they did right there. Nice gain on the run play to the right.
Found plenty of running room in that defense. They've got to find a way to get there, make the tackle in the open field.
Yeah, and they got to do a good job with their eyes, finding the football, and they've got to get a lot of bodies to this guy because he is fast.
Shoots it to the left. Fires into traffic, picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Gets it out fast. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space.
He wants to take the top off. Makes the grab inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Working that left side. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line. The Red Raiders want to crank the tempo.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
And the Red Raiders have pushed it inside the 20. They go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And it's caught! Touchdown, Red Raiders!
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Tennessee is delivering an offensive masterpiece so far. It feels like they've been singing Rocky Top all day. They're up by 28 over the Sharks. Any big developments in this one, we've got you.
Trying to burn this defensive back. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Now improvising. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Fires to the middle. And the pass is intercepted. Touchdown, Red Raiders. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. This time, it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender. Seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
And the extra point splits the uprights. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for Portland.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Full wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Unleashes one. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Hoosiers decide to punt it away.
Number 11 on to kick it away.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
He wants to throw. Looking down the middle. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Finds his man. It's Mosley. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. And the Hoosiers racing to the line in the hurry-up. He's going to pass. He'll take a deep shot here. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. After the misfire, it's 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Avery. Getting some heat. Ball in the air. Intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Red Raiders. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
I'll tell you what, as a DB, you're lucky if you get 1 pick 6 in your entire football life. This guy had one last game. He's got one this game. Quarterbacks are going to stop throwing his way.
Indiana, 28.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are, will you? He hurls one deep down the left side. And he hauls it in at the 25. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Indiana!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And the extra point is good. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. They'll leave it with him. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Red Raiders send out the punt unit. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Red Raiders will kick it away to crank up the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been...
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. He's got it down the right side. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Relying on that running game as they threaten to pick up a 4 down to the 13. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll give it to the back. Pulled down after a gain of 5. It's at the 9-yard line.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so 3rd down becomes an easier down. It's not 3rd and long.
Touchdown, Hoosiers! They look finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some 1st downs. Get some positive momentum.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Feeling some heat. Fires to the tight end. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He'll try to do it himself. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain. The Red Raiders will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them.
He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it inside the 15. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal.
It's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. Now it's second and goal. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Dropping back, it's Avery. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Third and goal from way back there. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Indiana!
This guy's been an absolute force in this offense early this season, guys. We're only in the third game. He's already got 3 touchdown catches. Talk about a matchup nightmare for opposing defenses.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. USF rose to the occasion when it needed to, and they'll be celebrating a solid victory there in Tampa. Week by week, you can feel the momentum building within that program. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. They'll go to the ground. Determined run, but he's stopped after 2 yards down at the 13. And the Red Raiders will hustle to the line. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Got his man downfield. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. The Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on first down. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Quickly out to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. You have to find a way to create some hesitation on defense when you're selling the draw play. They just didn't do it well enough there.
Yeah, it's got to be the offensive line and the quarterback and the running back. They all have to work together to show pass set up front, act like it's a throw for the quarterback, not rush it. The defense clearly not fooled. Got in the backfield, got the tackle for a loss.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really... He'll off one deep down the left side. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. With that last one, he now has 40 career touchdown catches.
I mean, he's just been a playmaker. This guy, they feature him. He's been in the end zone that many times because they can feature him in so many ways. They find ways to get him the football because, call him, he always makes plays.
And he's always open even when he's not. Throughout his career, think about it. Single covered, double covered, triple covered. You're still throwing him the ball because he's going to find a way to make it happen. 40 TD catches. That is awesome.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. And the Red Raiders in the hurry up. They're going to ride this running back. Still on his feet at the 45. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Handoff to the lone back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Fires the pass, intercepted. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
Turnover margin always goes such a long way in deciding who wins the football game. Interception number 3, that is no bueno. Got to take care of the football. Can't keep good.
He's going to throw deep right side. He's got it up to 15. Touchdown, Indiana! And the pummeling has started.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
That makes the score Indiana 63.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
That's number 2. That's a good year for a lot of people. What a day. Having 2 interceptions already. I might try my hand on the other guy. This guy is not somebody I want to mess with.
To the ground with the back. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Brings up 2nd down.
Clock strikes 0 here in the quarter, and Indiana is on top. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Back to throw, it's Avery. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
The offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And the route is on. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
I guess it could have been worse on that return. He goes out of bounds at the 15. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over. Move it behind you. Some players...
And the ball is intercepted. Touchdown, Indiana! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
As a defensive lineman, let me tell you something. This is hunting season. This is when you pin your ears back and you absolutely fly to the quarterback, and you can see it. They know it's pass, and they get to him again.
Gets it out quickly. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Looking to pass. It's awesome. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Red Raiders will call on their punt team.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for...
Touchdown, Hoosiers! And the punishment has been extended. They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in week 4. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Cal found a way to rescue victory from the jaws of defeat. A perfect example of just how strong this program is. All about stacking wins there in Berkeley. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. The completion short of the sticks, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
Now on 2nd down.
2nd down coming up.
He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. The sweet feet buy a little time. They get him on the ground, didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Dropping back, it's awesome. He's right on target. That's a live ball. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
Now, this is a receiving group that practices making catches in traffic, and they're used to having guys trying to rip it free. He's got to do a better job of keeping 5 points of pressure after he makes the catch. That's a costly giveaway.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The Hoosiers will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something.
Fires into traffic, and it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
We've reached a 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. They'll run this play from the pistol. The give as they work on that clock. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Looking to go up top on first down. Finds a man in the middle. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Trying to find his man on first down. Caught. Keeps the legs moving. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover and pick up the first. They'll line up for a second down play. Back to throw. It's awesome. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's third and short. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Fires and picked off. Got room on the return. He's at the 30. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return. First down for this offense. The inside handoff. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. And the Hoosiers want to pick up the tempo. Leaves it with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football